It's a hard no for me. I can't believe you're not wearing your contacts today and that you can't see. You didn't even have to close your eyes to not be able to see today.
Well, fortunately for you, I can't see because what I would have been seeing
Fortunately
is
for
nothing
me,
cute.
unfortunately for me, I have to look at this Hot Topic shopping goth in front of me.
Actually, where was it from? I don't remember. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
If you can't see, I'm wearing a. If you're listening only, I'm wearing a. Why don't you describe what I'm wearing?
You're wearing a silk chiffon jumper.
Am I Harry Styles?
a white satin chemise.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a sequined jumpsuit lent on loan from Elton John's personal collection.
With the Socate Louboutins.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Red bottoms.
Here's the red bottoms right here. The red bottoms in question.
A Socate. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi, welcome to By the Way with Jordan and Chris.
Hi.
I'm still Jordan.
I'm still Chris.
Woohoo.
Woo woo. Yeah.
How are you this morning? It's morning.
It is morning,
filming
and
morning
it feels like morning to me.
It
I don't
sounds
know.
like morning to me from you.
I wonder when people listen. Do people listen in the morning on their way to work? Are they listening
do.
on their way home in the car?
I do. I'm like an all-day listener, to be honest.
Boring.
I know.
Wrong answer.
I listen like on the way to work. I listen on the way home. I listen on the way to the gym. Like anytime I'm in the car, I'm listening to a podcast, to be honest.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
Unless I'm feeling in my shocker to no one Renaissance era.
Yeah.
That I'm listening to that album, of course.
Yeah. The Renaissance
But-
era is actually a Renaissance millennium. I feel
Lifestyle.
like. Yeah. It's
It was my lifestyle choice.
Yeah.
I made two in my life.
Yeah.
Gay, Renaissance.
yeah. Things you chose.
Which honestly are the same
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
Basically, I made the same lifestyle choice twice.
Those two straight people that were in the theater when we saw the Beyonce movie.
They're now gay.
Gay.
Mm-hmm.
Gay.
Beards.
And I'm proud. And I'm proud to say
We're proud allies.
we're the allies.
We're the allies.
Yeah, actually, I was going to
of their
tell
gay
you.
journey.
You asked how I was doing, and let me tell you, just the other day, I forgot to say this. I was walking through the home improvement store, and I overheard a couple.
Why were you in a home improvement store?
Beyond the point. I was overhearing a couple arguing about their kitchen renovations.
Oh.
They couldn't get anywhere because, get this, they kept making counter arguments.
Okay. You got this.
That's the joke, folks. I'll be here all week.
You're just nothing but like actual garbage.
Do you
in
wish?
this life.
Let me guess. You wish nothing but the worst for me.
Yeah, the worst. Let's acknowledge that I'm literally sweating because I'm having a hot flash because I drink my hot coffee.
Because
so
I was
fast
telling
today.
such a funny joke.
No, I just drink hot coffee really fast.
And
so
I have
don't
in
go
my
drink
left
hot coffee.
eye, it's like watering in the corner, and I don't know why.
Speaking of, okay, remember yesterday?
Remember
That-
the pub where our fathers met.
My song, by the way.
Yeah, your song, your truth.
Streaming now on iTunes. So remember yesterday I was telling you that I hit my head on that fucking thing outside.
Yes.
Okay. Actually did bleed. I didn't think it bled. Remember I was like, oh,
I didn't think it
felt-
bled either.
I didn't until yesterday. I was like scrubbing the
Look
stuff
down.
out of
Let
my
me
hair.
look down.
No, you can't see it with my hair stuff in it right now.
Let me look.
But I
There's no blood.
went
You're
like
lying.
this. There was
You're lying.
dried blood on my finger, and I was like, hello?
Maybe
I
that's
looked at it
because you
this
scratched
morning.
your butt
I
earlier.
looked at it this morning. There's a whole red line on the bump where I hit it too. I was like, are you kidding
My
me?
blood
I
line
really did hit it.
on the red line.
Not the red line. Girl, shut up.
I was bringing it back to
I
Beyonce.
could be bleeding out on this white rug, and you'd be like, that's my bloodline.
on the front.
I've trained you too well. I
Yeah.
took you too far over the line.
You brought me to the Beyonce
Yeah.
film.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
Not
Anyway.
me. I'm just watery eye. Speaking of
Wall-eyed and
bloodline on the front.
watery-eyed.
Wow. Blood on the carpet. How about blood in the water? Let's go. Let's get into this.
That was a great segue.
That was a great segue. I knew this about you, but a lot of people don't. But some do. We have to get into
It's time we spoke
the
about my
story.
truth.
Your truth.
Not clickbait.
It's not clickbait, and it's riveting. It's exhilarating. It's scary. It's triggering, and I want to hear.
Yeah.
Let's start at the very beginning. Yes, folks, it's time. The shark bite story.
Okay, it was 1996.
You were no. You
That's
were
when I was born.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was in fact bitten by a shark.
Yes.
The rare breed.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait. In fact, you can watch it, but we'll get into that.
We will get into that. I'll make sure we get into.
Yes. So I feel like a lot of people know, whatever, but I was a sophomore in high school. I was on vacation, on a family vacation in maybe I won't say where. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
somewhere.
whatever.
Somewhere where you would not
So
expect a shark to be. Let me just say
Yeah,
that.
you can watch it later.
The
You will find out
continental
later.
United States.
So in the U.S. and I was out in the ocean with my brother, and we were on a. It's so stupid because that day we stopped at the like Coco Cabana, whatever the stupid thing is called.
The Coco Cabana. Who is that?
Oh, Copa. It's
say?
Copa Cabana.
What'd I say?
We both said Coco Cabana.
Oh,
Cocoa Puff Cabana.
Oh yeah.
The
I'm
chocolate
cuckoo
Cocoa
for
Puff.
Coco Cabana.
So we had bought that day boogie boards because we didn't have like anything with us on that vacation, and
That's because you were ready to boogie. Sorry.
still not Coco. It's still
I know,
Copa.
I know.
And the only ones they had were Hannah Montana.
Well,
Embarrassing.
Yay, work,
Okay.
diva. And you said,
So,
"Oh,
I'll take
sorry,
2,
brother."
I guess.
Yes. Oh my God, sorry, brother.
One was Hannah Montana, one was Miley Cyrus because they were 2 different people at the time. And so
Which one did you have? Wait, that's the important question. F the shark. What'd
at
you
the
have?
time we took out the Hannah Montana one.
You guys shared one.
Yeah, we had only take one out. I don't know why. For that,
What?
for just like that moment, we took out.
You
just
were really
one.
trying to pull the Jack and Rose.
Apparently, well, literally, apparently, because
well-
we're out in the ocean. I'm standing, but for whatever reason, like they have like the ankle strap attached to it.
For the yes, yeah.
So-
It's because you're on probation.
Yeah, so the ankle brace was on my ankle,
Right.
but my brother was actually on the board.
And then your parole officer called you.
He swam out. He swam out to the ocean and did a drug test right then and there. And so
Sophomore in high school.
literally. And so because I'm standing, the shark bit my foot because he was floating on the boogie board thing.
No, you jumped the gun. No, make it more dramatic. So I'm standing.
It's not
there.
that dramatic.
It's dramatic.
If they want to see the dramatized version of it, they
Yeah.
can watch it
Oh.
on National Geographic.
We'll get there.
Anyway.
So anyway, so you're just standing there.
Standing, bites my foot.
Bites your foot.
Clean off. I'm just kidding.
You're like this leg.
This like fake. The
That
only
one.
thing fake about me is this leg. So
Wow.
it bites my foot. I kind of screamed-ish. I think I just said something bit me.
You scrawlted.
And so my brother, being who he is, was just like, oh, stop being dramatic, whatever. We'll just go in.
How deep were you?
So-
How deep was the water? Up to where?
Maybe my chest.
Okay.
It was not deep. Maybe like 4 feet in.
Wow.
And so we start swimming back.
Ugh.
And I'm like kind of panicking, but like maybe not as much
Did you
as I
know
like
it was
should
a
have been.
shark at this point? Or you just
in
felt the
my
bite?
brain, I'm thinking like, what else would it be? Of course, because I've seen like all the movies and all the bullshit. So I'm
Right.
like, it has to have been a shark, whatever. But then literally in the middle of swimming back, it crosses my mind. I'm like, maybe it was like a jellyfish sting. Like I don't know what that feels like. I've never been stung by a jellyfish.
No, but I
So
would
don't
love
know
to
if
get
it, like,
peed on.
Wraps. I could felt. It would be about time.
That's actually,
like,
by the way,
wrap
isn't that a
around
scam? You don't pee actually
What?
on it. Isn't
I
peeing on a jellyfish?
I don't know. I've never been stung by a jellyfish.
No, I
nor
know,
have I
but
been around somebody.
I feel like it was a thing that like, oh, if you pee on somebody after they get stung by a
Yeah,
jellyfish,
it
helps.
was a
Is that
thing.
real or is that just people trying to get a little something and trying to get bit in
when
the water?
when it happens to you and you do it, you let me know.
Will you pee on me? Would you pee on me if I got
Not
bit
for
by-
free.
Okay. How about this? What if I took you to all you can eat sushi right afterwards?
At Kintaro.
I can taro all you
Okay,
can
maybe.
eat sushi.
Okay, maybe.
In
Maybe
Broadview
for
Heights.
maybe for some good crab meat sushi.
Okay. Ugh.
We'll talk about
Love. Now I'm hungry again. Anyway, so you're walking back. You're walking back.
that. So I'm swimming back,
swimming
and
back.
I literally stop and take my foot out of the water just to like look at it,
Oh my god.
and it wasn't bleeding.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, okay, like it was a jellyfish sting, because I don't think. Do you bleed from a jellyfish sting?
I
thought it
don't
looks like an
know.
indent in your skin. I don't know.
I
I was
know.
making stories up in my head in the moment.
If
I guess.
you've been stung by a jellyfish, DM me on
Comment
Instagram
below.
at bytheway.pod.
So
Have you been peed on after a
It
jellyfish sting? Let me know.
it literally just looked like an indent in my skin, and so I was like, okay, whatever. So I
One
finished-
indent, like one big indent. or-
Yeah, because I could feel that it had like happened in multiple places, but I was like, well,
Mm.
maybe like the jellyfish like wrapped around my foot, and I don't know.
Aquaman touched you.
Yes. So, but I only looked at the side where I knew it was hurting the most, the side of my foot. So we finish swimming it. I get out. We start walking because we had drifted like really far, like sideways from where my family was. So I had to like walk down the beach a little bit.
Which actually, here's what we need to discuss. How come when I'm out in the water, and I know that tides are a thing.
Yeah.
How come when you're like swimming in the water, blah, 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 and you turn around after 10 minutes and you've moved and you feel like you haven't moved?
I don't know.
Why is that?
Talk to the moon.
Current? Okay, producer Poppy says the current.
Talk to the moon.
But the waves.
And you let me know how that
I don't see the
conversation
waves like moving side to side. Got them moving side to side. You're wearing Ari.
I am wearing Ari.
For those that
thank you,
can't-
Danielle.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks Danielle. Love you.
Who got me this moment? Like,
yeah,
forever ago?
Jordan's wearing I'm wearing the jumpsuit chiffon.
You're wearing the silk chiffon,
iridescent
satin chemise,
Elton John
white,
exclusive
with the
thumb holes.
Louboutins. And I'm wearing an Ariana Grande sweatshirt from the tour.
And you look better
And I love it.
because you got the chain. Yes.
Oh, girl.
Anyways,
So I'm walking back. The foot
Yes.
starts bleeding profusely.
Oh.
So now I'm using that boogie board to like block it because now my honest to God next thought is I don't want people running in my way because I
No.
gotta walk pretty far.
Yeah.
And if people are fucking running and they hear all this stuff, like I can't, I gotta get back. Anyway, so needless to say, I get back. They wrapped, I had to go to the hospital. They cleaned it out. That was honestly, the cleaning out was more painful than the bite
No,
itself.
you're jumping again. So you get to your family, and the paramedics, what? Baywatch, Pamela Anderson
Yes,
herself.
Pamela Anderson came out, pity 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And ran to me, did nothing, but she ran. And that's what
And
counted.
then she kept running right
yeah,
by you.
she ran
She
right
said,
by
oh,
me.
look at that poor soul.
And I said, I'm healed. The foot is, the skin came back together. And it was done. That was the end
Wow.
of the day. No. So
they
we
came
were,
on-
we were
they,
like
like,
by
drove
the
on the sand?
lifeguard. We were like by the lifeguard. But he was gone. He was helping somebody else because it bit a few people that day.
Oh, frick. I
Yeah.
thought you were the only
No,
one.
girl, like 4 people.
I know I'm not the
So-
only one.
You have got to stop singing.
Why? I know. Well, quote unquote, singing. This better not. This is the audition tape for when you don't want me to get a part. You send
I
this.
send this
footage.
film in.
You're like, just so you guys know.
Yeah. If you were considering this loser,
Yeah.
maybe don't. That's our fight.
Yikes. I actually forgot that you. That makes no sense. So how come
Yeah.
later when we get to it, the documentary, I only remember it being about you.
Because you didn't watch the whole thing, obviously. Because
I
it's about
probably-
all the people.
Okay. Yeah. I only.
Well,
got to
you
the part
also
that mattered.
only know me, so like you probably just
I would have
like,
skipped
remember
them
my
anyways.
part.
Yeah. Skip.
Skip. So he's gone. He's
So-
helping somebody else, but an off-duty lifeguard was like really close to us.
Love that.
So he comes over. He like wraps my foot up. It's honestly
He
not as
pees
painful.
on your leg,
He
'cause-
pees on my leg just because. Not to help. Just
You're
he
like,
just
I
did
wasn't
it.
stung by a
Yeah.
jellyfish. He's like,
He's like, I just had to go.
He's like, you look like a FAG,
Yeah.
and you need to be peed on.
So he like wraps it up, and it doesn't hurt that bad, to be honest. Like
Okay.
the adrenaline kind of kicks in, so that's
Yeah.
like what's taking over. They have to truck me off the beach, like a pickup truck comes on the beach. They put me on the bed of the truck, literally.
What? No,
And so
no,
I'm
like
sitting
cushion,
on
no
the edge.
towel.
No, I'm sitting on the edge of this truck. They drive me off the beach.
No.
Into then the ambulance, that's
Which
waiting
was
in the
already
parking
there?
lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then I, take the ambulance ride, which I
Is there a crowd
hated. Yeah, because now at
Staring.
this point the whole
Beach.
ocean's been evacuated.
screaming?
Yeah, screaming. Do you want to know what the kicker of the whole god day was?
I do want to know.
I'm sitting on the back of that pickup truck waiting to be
Bus-
wheeled off,
for your probation officer.
For my probation,
to
to
jail,
jail, Gen
to
Pop.
federal prison.
and this lady comes up to me and she goes, "Oh my god, there's like a really rusty dull knife over there in the sand."
What?
And I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "They should do something about that." I think I said, "Yeah, I'll let them know."
What?
I'm sitting here bleeding out from the foot down.
You're like, a shark just bit me.
Literally. And she's concerned about some knife in the sand. I was like, why don't you
How about
grab
you-
a glove
how
and
about you
pick it up and throw it
Bend
away?
over, ma'am. How about you?
I was
bend
so,
over and pick it up?
I'm literally sitting, like, it's not like I was just like, I was sitting on the back of this pickup truck, wrapped up, waiting to go to an ambulance. And she's telling me that. I was like,
Anyways.
okay.
Sophomore in high school.
It was like the one moment that I was alone in this whole situation. And this is like that when this happens, I was like, is this a mirage? Am I bleeding out to death and I'm seeing things now? Like,
What
what's
if
happening?
she was like,
Speaking of mirage, we'll get to that in a minute.
we will get to that in a minute. We will get to that in producer Poppy's favorite from last night.
Yes.
But anyway, so you're wheeled off to federal prison.
So I get wheeled off to federal prison. Hated the ambulance ride. This is really
I've
this is
never
back in
been.
my like I hate needles era.
Oh, I still am in that era.
And it was like stabbing me, poking, prodding, like all kinds of stuff in the
I don't
ambulance.
like
Oh, I
it.
hated
I
it.
don't like it.
And I'm like alone. Like nobody can ride with you in the ambulance, so I'm
What?
alone with just the ambulance people.
Sometimes they let a family member.
Not like it was too much going on. They were like literally nobody can go
Your
in.
family was
I
probably like,
screaming.
"Yeah, he's
no,
good."
no, I was screaming. I wanted my mom in there because I was like, I don't like this. Like it was like too much. No, I think she maybe rode in the front, like with the driver. So
Diana, let me know.
shout out to D. And so I go to the hospital. They have to clean it out, which was so painful. That was worse than the bite. TBH, because it's like shoving a syringe like in an open wound. But there was like a lot of bacteria and stuff going on. I mean, you're at a
because
ocean
it's
and a
your
beach.
foot.
So this is my foot. And it was all that athlete's foot.
They had to get the pee off of it first.
So
Not
gross.
athlete's foot.
Ew, why did I say that? Gross.
Ew. Cauliflower
Literally. But here's the kicker. This is when I knew I made it.
Uh-huh.
Because now the hospital PR person comes down to my room.
Not PR.
PR person. And she says, hi. She like introduced herself, whatever. And she goes, so there's a lot of news stations that want to talk to you. And I was
right
like,
away, or like had you been
yes.
there a hot minute?
No. Well, I mean, I'd been in the hospital for maybe like an hour at that
Oh,
point.
girl, leave
But they're like
1 hour.
Literally, they're like, they want to talk to you. And I was like, literally still bleeding out in the hospital room.
Womb. You're in the womb.
I'm in the
bleeding out.
womb.
Girl, it took you back.
I know. So then they said, no, it's okay. I don't remember like how it all went down. Basically, the gist was I went back to my hotel and they came to my hotel room and interviewed me at the room. Literally that same day.
I bet you thought one
all
day
over the local news, girl.
when the cameras and the lights and the people came into a hotel room
Yes.
with you, it would be for a different reason.
I thought it would be because I was like filming my Lifetime documentary or something.
Oh, I was thinking adult films, but
Well, I've already made those.
right.
So who
Right.
cares? I
Right.
had made those by the time I was a sophomore in high school,
Yeah,
girl.
you said, can you just film from the ankle up? Keep that bracelet out.
Not the bracelet.
The ankle bracelet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot
Sorry,
that
I'm
you
still
were still
on
on
that.
that
I'm sorry.
joke.
The joke needs
Let it
to die.
die.
Yeah. Which is
Anyway,
what the hospital
we're moving
probably
on.
saw
Let
when
it
you
die.
came in with that shark bite.
That's
They said,
That's what they said when you were
Let it-
born. Let it die. Let it go.
yeah. Yikes.
You're about to have 7 more. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
6 more. How many do you have? 8 of you?
Well,
6 more.
there were 6 more after me, but
Yeah.
1 before me. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
number
6
2
more.
of 8.
So then that happened.
Filming in the hotel room.
Film in the hotel room. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'm famous. Nothing ever happens. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? So then let's say 8 years later,
I can't believe that.
I think this was like 2019. It was right before. No.
2019.
Yeah, it was 2019.
What?
So I don't remember how many months prior they
Which seems
call
like
me.
7 years ago, by the way.
Wait, it was. They call me and it's like they had been looking for me. They had called like my work. They had called like people I knew. They were like looking for me and they're like, hi, this is so and so from National Geographic.
Girl.
And we want to do a story on your shark incident from XYZ. And I was like, okay. And they're like, it's just gonna be in the magazine, like this article, whatever. I'm like, cool, great. So I sit there for like 2 hours and do this big long
Did they mention
interview.
they'd pay you at that point?
No, it was like a magazine interview. It wasn't like anything. I mean, it was a phone interview. I was sitting in my apartment with Serena, who was visiting at the time. Like, and we weren't even living together yet.
She was filming her TikToks outfit of the day video.
Oh, so it was that early. I mean, it was early enough that she wasn't like we weren't even living together. We moved in November of that year.
Wow.
So
okay.
it would have been like prior to that. And so I do this whole thing. They call me back maybe like an hour later and they're like, so we actually like talked with our people. We do a series every year called When Sharks Attack on National Geographic.
Dun, dun, dun.
And they said we're gonna do an episode.
Shark Week, I'm
actually
guessing?
about I think so. Or their version of Shark Week. I don't know.
Okay.
Is Shark Week through National Geographic?
I have no idea because I never had TV.
I think
growing
Shark
up.
Week is through Discovery, maybe.
I think you're right. Discovery.
So it might be like their version of Shark Week is like when that series premieres.
Got it.
But then it goes on for so long. So they are like, we're going to do an episode, part of the series. We want to fly you down to where I was at the time when it happened. You'll stay in the same hotel.
Which
like
is
you'll
a
do all this
gag.
stuff.
They said, let's take you to the spot.
Let's take you to the scene of the crime
Make
in
you
case I was
relive your
triggered.
trauma.
Which, like, to me, like, whatever. I went back like maybe a few months later after that for like a college audition. I mean,
Girl.
after it actually had happened. So like I'm a Pisces. I don't give a fuck. I'm going back to the water. Sorry
Girl,
about it.
don't bring up the Pisces.
Pisces.
No one
gosh.
asked.
What are you again? Oh, a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini.
Two-faced.
Can't you tell by both?
Can't you tell by both my faces?
Can't you tell by this Louboutin shoe and this sequin chiffon?
That's the joke, Mama. That's the joke of the episode. And so I did. So I went down. I filmed. This was like October of 2019. It was a great film day. It was a long film day. It was
Well,
like 10
why don't you
hours
tell
long.
me? Why don't you tell me again where the producer was sitting during these drive around scenes?
In the back. Well, the producer. Oh, so they first of all took all my mirrors. So they had me drive in a car, dramatic, and they take all my mirrors because they want mirror angle shots. So I can't even like look in my mirrors. And so the camera person is sitting next to me in the passenger seat with this giant TV camera. I mean, it's not some small little like, GoPro. It's a giant camera. And then the producer, because of the mirror, is laying down on the floor of the back seat reading me the questions and saying everything.
Not even sitting, just laying
down because he can't be seen. He doesn't want to be seen. It's like a whole thing. And then the reason it was so long was because I had to film it like 3 times. They kept wanting it more dramatic. Can you say this word instead of this word? Can you?
Well, knowing you, how did you not get the most dramatic on the first
Because I
take?
just told the damn story.
Well,
and they want their version of the story.
They wanted their truth.
Yes.
Forget your truth.
Which is fine. It's a TV show. It's what they do. And they need like the B-roll shots. Like they're like, can you walk down this boardwalk 17,000 times so we can get the different angles? I was like,
girl,
okay.
Put me on a treadmill and some green screen.
I know. But it was like a great experience. Actually, I'd never like really worked on camera before. And it is like very different from stage kind of stuff. Even though it wasn't like, I wasn't performing for the camera, but like it makes you think differently. Like it's different when you're trying to do whatever you're supposed to be doing with a giant film camera in your face. There's 3 photographers taking all these pictures for their website and stuff around me. Like all you're worried about is like your angles and like what do you look like and like what are they getting? Like there's a lot kind of going through your head that I never really thought about at the time. Mm-hmm. But it was great. And then it came out, I think I couldn't talk about it for a few months. And then I think it came out it came out in the summer of 2020.
Yikes.
I don't know if we can say that. Beep that out.
Yeah,
isn't that
a
you can still say the C word?
You can't say the C word. The pandemic. I don't even know. The pandemic.
I think you can say that one. Anyways, but
don't hate us, YouTube.
But yeah, and then it came out, and it was the reason I think it was like even bigger than like what I think it would have been was because it was the pandemic. Like nobody had anything.
Everybody
going on,
was
so
sitting
I could
at
just
home.
be like, everybody go watch. Like,
and the best part of this whole story is that
it streamed too, so it wasn't just on cable, which nobody has anymore.
No.
So they streamed it on Hulu and Disney Plus, I think, at the time.
Well, and now
I don't know what it's available on anymore.
Well, it's still under Disney Plus, but it's because they have a section called National Geographic.
Yes, they do. I forgot.
Folks, here's your homework for the week. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Disney Plus, then you're going to go to the one you never click on. I know you don't. The National Geographic.
Not our listeners.
Not our listeners. And you're going to click National Geographic.
Yeah.
And you're going to go to isn't your episode called? It's like
Shark the series is called When Sharks Attack.
So find When Sharks Attack.
I don't know. I don't remember what season it is, to be honest. Maybe 5, maybe 6.
I remember somebody saying it's episode 4, maybe. I don't know. That's your homework. Go find this episode.
It's called 10 Minutes of Terror.
Girl,
dramatic.
10 minutes
it's
of
called
terror.
10 Minutes of
and
Terror.
the best part is the reenactment. The
reenactment is the killer.
Paid actors who play you and your brother.
Which will be a very different story than what I've just told because he looks like a motherfucking hero.
Yeah. And
which he was nothing of the sort.
Nothing of the sort.
Love you, but you were nothing of the sort.
Wow.
He looks like he dragged my dead carcass out of that ocean.
Yeah.
And single-handedly saved my foot from the shark's mouth.
He peed on your leg.
He took my foot out of the shark's mouth, sewed it back to my leg, and then walked me to the hospital over his shoulder.
Yeah.
That's what he did in that reenactment.
Punched the shark in the face.
Yeah.
Said, no.
Yeah. He dragged me and that shark out of the ocean. He said, apologize.
He got into the truck and drove you to he was the ambulance.
He was the ambulance. No, he walked me. He carried me all the way
to
the hospital.
He carried you over his shoulder.
Yeah, all the way. Yeah, he put on that red bathing suit from Baywatch and ran me to that hospital.
He pushed Pamela Anderson out the way while she was jogging the other direction.
Yeah, he clotheslined David Hasselhoff so that he could get me over there.
Oh my God. So the shark.
So dumb. So that's the shark story. If you want like a more dramatic and some different things, like there was stuff that they talked about in the episode that I didn't even know.
Right.
About what they'd been studying. I knew I had like released my
you
medical
couldn't believe
records.
it was not butter, for example.
I couldn't believe it wasn't butter. I thought butter got
me.
Wow. But I knew I'd released like my medical records to them to like study everything that had
Release
happened.
the records. Release your mind. Release the stress.
Release your stress. Anyway, that's enough about a shark. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
I think it's been enough.
Okay, they've heard enough.
Yeah, we'll post some clips on Instagram.
Yes, Insta.
Girl, what did we watch last night?
Yes!
Finally!
We finally watched you eat my homemade. We finally watched you eat a salad with no croutons.
With no. You did not eat a salad with no croutons. What you did was eat a bread salad.
I did.
Okay.
I took a garlic bread.
I ate the real salad. You ate bread salad over there.
I sprinkled oregano on a garlic bread, extra cheese, and said salad.
Yeah, and you like wafted one leaf of lettuce over it to be like, see, it had vegetables.
I lit sage and was like, is sage a vegetable?
Not sage, girl. You didn't smoke no sage over it. Oh, I still have to. Okay.
Oh,
It's
yes,
been a month.
a reminder. So
what did we watch last night?
Last night we finally watched the
Premiere.
grand premiere. Premiere. The premiere, the profar, the forever you are. Premiere.
I would just love to hear the real word
profar,
for once.
Pro wherever.
Oh, my foot's asleep.
It got bored of my story already.
Yeah.
Mine did too. Oh my God.
Hello.
Wow.
Twins.
Psychic twins. So you and I and producer Poppy finally watched season 16
Grand premiere
for RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
Woo woo.
So good.
So good. They did a split premiere, which
Yep.
means they only introduced the first half of the cast, and then
What was
next
it, like
week
7?
they're gonna. I think you're right, 6 or 7.
7.
And then next week they're gonna do the other half of the girls,
Mm-hmm.
which is I actually like a little bit better because
too.
you get to meet and get to know
It gets some more camera time.
more camera time, more personality,
Yeah.
other than like still trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah,
by
because
the
I
first
don't.
episode.
It takes me like sometimes when they don't do that, it takes me like 5 episodes to even know who anybody is, and half of them are gone at that point.
True.
So I'm like, that sucks. And
Yeah.
then you like you don't go home on your first episode.
And
you get
people are
like more
paying
episodes to show.
thousands, tens of thousands of dollars.
Which I don't like love that, but go on.
For what?
That they're paying so much money to at this point. To
That's
be
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
show.
The amount of money they're paying for the outfits, and for
Yeah.
this, they have to bring outfits for as if they're going to be there the whole time. However many 10,
Yeah.
13 episodes.
And I miss the days
Girl.
when it was like, spend the $500 and make an outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here's
like,
your rack of stuff from
yeah.
Goodwill.
At this point, you're spending more than you're gonna win. So I don't know why.
Tea.
Like, who even cares? After taxes, you're not winning that much.
No.
So like, well, I guess it's 200 now. Maybe
It is
you're winning
200
a little
now.
bit more, but still, they look great. I mean, they look amazing.
Right.
And the money shows. But like,
Mhm.
it's then unfortunate because when somebody comes in that maybe doesn't have tens of thousands of dollars,
And
to
it's
be
like, oh,
forking
they're
out,
the booger. But it's not fair to
yeah,
them.
no, it's like they're doing what they can do on
Yeah.
their budget, which they should be allowed to do.
Absolutely. It's kind of become RuPaul's fashion race
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and it's like I said, some of it it's like unfortunate because I do love it. Like I love the fashion.
I
but
know.
it whatever. But I love that they've been doing now every normal season,
Yes.
starting with the talent show,
Love that.
which really is just a lip sync show. They need to just start calling it that because at this point there's like 2 people doing anything other than a lip sync.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but then you have people that do lip syncs in a unique and different way.
Absolutely.
And we did see some of those last night,
We absolutely did.
and that I love.
So earlier we mentioned the word mirage and said, oh, we'll talk about that later.
I forgot.
That's because
Blocked out.
a lot of our favorites, including producer Poppy and probably mine too.
She did not come in as my favorite,
No.
to be honest. In her entrance, I was like, flop. Remember, didn't I look at you? I said, she'll either win or go home
Or
first.
go home first. And then she did this talent
Click,
show.
clack, clack, clack.
And you looked at me and you went,
I literally grabbed your arm and I was like, I've been bamboozled.
I was like, take it back.
Yeah,
Take it back.
yeah.
She
And I did. I ate my words.
gagged us.
I ate my words right up.
and left no crumbs with those
No,
words you
no.
ate. Let's
But I'm happy to admit it because she really did prove me all
what
the way
did
wrong.
she do though? Let's describe. Why don't you tell the folks what she did?
did what she described as a heel clack lip sync, which I love. I love a heel clack and like the stripper, like
Style
or whatever.
Yeah.
And she did it with her lip sync,
Mm-hmm.
but like in cool, like the fucking cartwheel where she like clicked him in the
A
middle of the cartwheel.
mid-center clack of the heels,
And then
back
finished the
down?
cartwheel.
Girl.
The the split V clacking, which I was like, broken toe. First of all, if your foot is angled slightly wrong, you're done.
Folks at home, listener, what you're going to do is go on YouTube and type it. Well, you're going to be
my
watching
God,
us on YouTube, so you're going to open a new tab on youtube.com, and you're going to type in RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16 Mirage Talent Show.
Yeah, hopefully it's up. Should be.
It should be up by then. And you're going to live your life and know exactly what we're talking about when we
Yes.
say this heel clack
Clack.
phenomenon. That was funny.
She was great. The opera singer that made it comedy was great. Because
Well-
again, it was a different talent.
Well, remember, that's the girl that won the mini challenge, the main challenge, and the lip sync.
And the lip sync at the end.
Girl.
Who did she lip sync against?
Not
Mirage.
Q.
Oh, cute. Who also was deserving because she also did a talent that.
What was the
wasn't
girl's name that
lip-syncing.
won all them things though? I forget.
Saphira
Crystal.
Saphira
Crystal.
And Q was great. All of them were really good. I was actually like really thoroughly impressed. Like they were all
Right.
pretty great lip syncs. I mean, it was even still like even there was like one that was maybe not my favorite, but the unfortunate part was like I think I would have lived for it if she wouldn't have gone after some of these killer lip syncs. You know what I mean? Like the thing is she did a great lip sync. It unfortunately was she had to follow these like psychopath lip syncers
Yeah.
that were so good. So then hers just looked like not as great.
Right.
But I
Still,
think I
imagine
would've
us
lived
up
for it
there.
at the time.
Imagine us as the.
I've seen you up there.
Hey. No. I said imagine.
No.
No.
I don't have to imagine.
You haven't.
I have a clear visual image.
Where you haven't seen
and we'll
me.
post it on Instagram. I'm just kidding.
Here's a picture. Here. Can I do this?
I don't know.
Let's try.
Talk to producer Poppy.
Here I am. Here's me in drag.
Are we doing picture edits
If
later?
nothing shows up
in the video?
in front of my hand here on the screen, it means you can find it on
Producer
Instagram.
Poppy says he has no f***ing idea if he's doing that. So we'll see. It'll be a fun, unique surprise.
Yeah, here I am. And if you're just listening, sorry, you're
Sorry,
gonna have
you
to
get to
find
see
us.
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Hope they're hungry. Because it's actually what they would see if they.
I
could see it
can't
was
wait
nothing.
till that joke dies.
I hope you're hungry
Yes.
for nothing. I don't think it ever will with me. It's so funny to
You'll
me.
have to go first.
It's so
and then the
funny.
joke will follow.
Yeah, the eulogy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it was a great premiere. It was a great
great
premiere. I can't wait till next week when we get to
Same.
meet 7 new hoes.
Same. And get on with the rest of the season.
Just go on with it.
Because if we're not in a RuPaul's Drag Race world, it's not a world I want to be in.
No.
And it's rare. We're coming out of a rare stint of not having any season of Drag Race on.
Right.
So it's nice to like have it back. Although I've like I've said before, been watching through the international season, so I'm constantly in a RuPaul's Drag Race era.
And you just started a recent older international version of UK.
I think I'm on season 4 of
and
UK
I'm
now.
not gonna accidentally
5?
spoil it for you this time. You're
Is
on
there
4.
5?
You're on 4.
But is there 5?
I just finished the 5th,
And it's done.
and it's done.
Okay, so I'm almost done with UK. Then I'm gonna do Canada.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna do.
They just
UK
had another one.
versus
They
the
just had
world.
Canada too. I'm in the middle of that.
Oh yeah. Wait, how many is Canada?
Canada's 4. They just started 4.
Okay, and I only have
and
2,
and it's
3.
not done yet.
Well, it'll be done by the time I get to
By the
it,
time
for
you-
sure.
yeah.
Because I have to do 2, 3, and 4 then. Because I've already watched 1.
A 1 and a 2
And a 3
3
and a 4
and a
5, 6, 7, 8.
and then hit, pose, arms down. Isn't that what you do?
A dancer.
Isn't that what you do?
Dancing.
You're like, yeah, and then when you choreograph.
Yeah. Sometimes I use counts. Sometimes I use sounds. Sometimes I use words.
Okay. Is there anything you don't use?
Talent.
Flashcards.
Not flashcards.
Actually, hold
How
on.
old are we?
Speaking of something they don't use, let me really quick. Unless we're not done about RuPaul.
No, go on.
Something came up in my mind just now. My little list to talk about. Oh my god. You know what they don't use anymore?
What?
Quality toys in McDonald's Happy Meals anymore. Now.
What?
I have.
Wait.
I have.
Can you pause? How many Happy Meals are you buying?
Let
these
me.
days?
Well, let me explain.
Uh-huh.
McDonald's. You know the app. We love the app.
No, I don't know her.
You do know her very well because I've introduced you to her many times.
Mm-hmm.
You earn
Forcibly.
points. I have used the max amount of points you can get to redeem something is 6,000 points in the McDonald's app, right? Those items that are in the top tier of this is the most you can get is
It's like the
sickly of 6,000 points. It's
Sickening,
like
no?
it's like a Big Mac.
yeah.
It's like whatever Whopper with cheese, whatever. And then one of those things is a Happy Meal. Oh my god! And I thought I haven't had a Happy Meal in so long. Remember the one time I brought the one Happy Meal and we ate in the basement, and my things I got was with points. I used points and I got a Happy Meal because I hadn't had a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
I never had a Happy Meal. If I wanted a Happy Meal, I could go out and get one, but I am not that kind
Speaking
of
of
girl.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's a quote for the girls. I was homeschooled, big family. We didn't go out and get Happy Meals. We got like a McPick 2, you know.
You could make pick two. Is that what it was? What's
You
the
can
song?
get a McPick 2. I don't know, actually. Didn't.
Can
Can I get a
McPick
McPick I think I only know that audio clip from like a meme
From
or something.
The TikTok you don't have.
TikTok I don't have. So I didn't grow up with Happy Meals, and I really wanted to because I love the toys. I love the cute little
Yeah.
box. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Gay. Turn me gay. So I got one for myself as an adult, and it had like Disney 100 anniversary
Oh,
special
cute.
toys, and I went, oh my god. Remember when I opened up down here?
No, I forgot.
Exactly. Forgettable. 2 teeny plastic figurines on like little I think they actually didn't even assemble. It was like little plastic Elsa and little plastic like whoever the other one was.
I don't remember you opening this at all.
Exactly. Thank you. Remember when it was looked like a hot dog and it was like a Swiss Army knife? No, because they didn't serve hot dogs.
I don't remember like
no,
most
the Peter
of the Happy
Pan.
Meals
The Peter
toys.
Pan. Remember the Peter Pan?
No.
Producer Papa, come on. You remember the Peter Pan Swiss Army knife, right?
We haven't been keeping an inventory of McDonald's Happy Meals toys.
Anyways, you remember? Okay, McDonald's Happy Toy. Oh, McDonald's Happy. I'm out of breath. I'm heated. McDonald's Happy Meals toys.
I'm out of-
used to be.
Not you getting literally winded thinking about McDonald's right now.
So I'm.
This is just go.
Yeah, we've talked about me and McDonald's before.
Yeah, we sure have. Oh wait, no, I think we cut that.
No, we talked about the pumpkin cream pies from McDonald's.
Oh, we did.
And in fact, we named a whole episode "Crab Walking to McDonald's."
Oh, I forgot about
that.
that.
See, because you blacked
Which
out
you
when
still
we
haven't
filmed.
done.
Huh?
Which you still haven't done.
No, blacked out.
No, you've done that. What we're talking about is the crab walking, period. And then to McDonald's is another story.
So I thought, okay, these 2 plastic figurines, I put them in the recycling because they're plastic and I recycle.
Do you want a fucking award?
So I thought weeks later, and this is what you don't know about, I thought I would give McDonald's another chance. When I was home alone.
You going to McDonald's again, that
yes,
is a story of 2024.
Because I go so often, I always have points. I had another like 12,000 points, and I thought, let me use 6,000 of it for another Happy Meal.
How much do you think you've spent to get that 12,000 points?
I don't know. Probably way more than it cost for the Happy Meal. At this point, they're
the
like,
janky
girl, just throw him the bone because we know
Yeah.
he'll be back.
With that pie.
So I went back and got another Happy Meal. Actually, I remember when I texted you and said, I went to McDonald's and I ran into our cashier,
Cashier
our
Haley,
cashier from Dollar Tree, Miss
who's
Haley.
getting a second shout out here on the pod.
Love her. I ran into her at McDonald's, so she clearly can't escape me.
As much as she probably
she's
wants
tried.
to.
So she ran into me at McDonald's and I was like, hey, girl, back at it again. I'm me. I'm getting a Happy Meal and nothing else. So she's like, okay, like cute, whatever. I bring the whole Happy Meal home. I save it in the car. Don't open the box. I'm so excited to see what the new toy will be.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I gave them the one chance and it was a flop.
Yeah.
This better be something good. When I tell you I opened those golden arches on that red box, and what did I pull out? A keychain, that plastic keychain, with a stuffed plush of like Paw Patrol.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
No, wrong answer. No, bleep it out.
Start bleep
say
it
it
out.
again. Say it again.
That's kind of cute.
A plastic
Said it again.
keychain with a stuffed Paw Patrol character.
I don't know why at 30 that you're thinking you're going to get some fucking fantastic toy that you're going to love for the rest of your life.
Why is a toy a keychain? It's not even like a cute a plush like stuff that's
Why
not
do you want the toy so bad?
ugly. Because that's why, it's like the joy of a Happy Meal.
This is for the folks at home.
Yeah.
Let your kids have social media because this is what comes out of these homeschooled, social media-less, unworldly individuals.
Yeah.
Look what happens.
Did I become...
Yes.
think, well, because the golden
The
age...
answer is yes to whatever you may say next.
No, I know our listeners probably are maybe a little bit younger than me for most of them, but I feel like the ones who are my age or a little bit older will back me up on this. Toys in the 90s, the McDonald's 90s toys were so good. Top tier. They never were better.
I
and
don't
never...
disagree, but I'm not now in 2024, at almost 28 years old, worried about what the toys in the Happy
We
Meal
should
are.
be.
Why?
We should be worried.
Why?
Because when the
You don't have
quality
kids?
when the quality of the I am the kid.
Girl.
I am the kid.
When?
When not. I'm like, What's wrong with wanting McDonald's to do better? They have the money. They have the reach.
I'm not concerned about that. I'm just not concerned.
Remember when it used to be
toys
little
in a Happy
robot
Meal.
toys like wind up that would talk, they would walk, they would bark.
Do you think these kids give a
Transformers!
fuck about what toys coming in their Happy Meal?
Mini
They're
Transformers.
eating the Happy Meal playing on an iPad. Do you think they're concerned about what fucking train toy is coming in their Happy Meal?
Actually, I think you're right. I think
I know.
I've taken a turn.
I think
Yeah, what's wrong with
producer
the train?
Poppy would love the train.
Yeah, actually, you're right, because why would they spend all this money on a cute toy when the kids would not even care?
No, they're already playing on the iPad.
Wait,
they don't care.
You're right. Oh my God.
So why is McDonald's going to shell out money?
Now I just look
Give
even
them a keychain
more-
to put on their backpack,
I'm a curmudgeon.
if anything.
I'm an old
You are
curmudgeon.
you are
Where's
a
my-
curmudgeon.
and they're like- I'm
first
like,
of all,
where's
using
my-
that word makes you a curmudgeon.
Where's my Happy
don't
Meal
know
toys where
anyone
they
that
used to be? And you're like, why don't you take your iPad and sit down, Grandpa?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
We're filming on 3 GoPros right now, and you're concerned about some Paw Patrol keychain that came in a Happy Meal.
And it wasn't even good. It was but you're right. Although
They don't give-
actually, did
Why
you
should
hear
they?
about they have adult Happy Meals now? And
I
they-
did know that.
And it's
But what comes in it? A
stupid.
toy?
What comes in it is a toy,
A phone.
but it's another just figurine, and it kind of look. It's like I think it's like a chicken nugget that's like
Because
dressed up.
to adults,
but it's
like-
not even like a Mr. Potato Head adjust the accessories.
Like an
version.
adult toy is now like collectible stuff, so it's not like put it together things. It's like here's
But I
these
want to
figurines,
put
you
it
can all share.
together.
Well, then go buy a toy at Walmart and shut the hell up.
Actually, you know what I want is the Barbie.
You know
Well,
what? I think on that, I think we need to end it before you go too deep into this.
no. Okay, well, before we go,
Oh my god!
if you want to hear more curmudgeon-y stories and
Stop using that word. I don't like it.
If you want to see us gab, gossip, and guffaw in ways you didn't know possible, follow us on the Insta. Follow us
Oh,
on the
so we
TikTok.
are ending it.
I thought you said to. No,
Yeah, but then you acted like you had something else to say.
I have many more things to say, but actually,
Your ADD brain literally cannot focus on like
the
what you
way
want to do.
in like 2 sentences you turned me around and said, "Yeah, they have iPads," and it clicked. I'm like, "You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Why
I
would
put a
McDonald's
stop right to it.
waste money on these toys that will not be played with?"
Done.
What they should have is a little QR code that says, "Scan this for an exclusive game." Maybe, you know. I
Would
think
that-
they do have
would
that
that
on the
make
box.
you happier?
The box did have a QR code, so maybe it does.
Would that make you happier?
It would.
We'll
It
get
would.
on it. We'll talk to McDonald's corporate.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
talk
sure
to
they're waiting.
Mr. Mick,
For
last
us.
name Donald. Mr. McDonald's. Follow us on bythewaypod.com.
Or don't. Honestly, don't.
Go to bythewaypod.com.
5-star rating.
Like and subscribe on YouTube, please.
Go do it for me, not for Chris.
Bye. DM us on Instagram.
Bye.